Hello, ladies and gents! Last week we did enjoy the shenanigans of the tiny French daredevil, the furious ELC AMX. So this week we will watch something completely the opposite, but nonetheless epic. So in the green corner we have Godzilla, aka the Type 5 Japanese Super Heavy, versus pretty much the entire enemy team. Ready for some heavy duty action? Then check this out. Alright, so here we are in our tier 10 green monster attacking Tokyo again. Or better to say Himmelsdorf this time around. Encounter match, and not a bad match if you look at the matchmaking. We are one of the few tier 10s, so we will pretty much have to fight mostly tier 9s and tier 8s. Machines that the Type 5 Heavy, basically the super heavy tanks, really shine against. Now we have a ton of armor on this thing, which will be buffed actually considerably next patch, so this thing will be able to have these kind of games a lot more often than it can now. The problem is, when higher tier tanks press their 2 key, they quite often simply can just go through the front of these things quite reliably, which makes these things suffer a lot in most matches. So let's see what we can do here. We are going up the hill, and unfortunately it seems most of our team decided to go down and occupy more traditional positions for Himmelsdorf, which can be trouble. ISU 152, I mean, look at that guy. He blocks the STRV 103, he blocks the T10, and then gets pretty much nailed right as he crosses the ridgeline. It's expected. Basically what happens in most games if you try to put there a tank destroyer with a squishy front in these kind of positions. So here we are, we made it up to the top, but the hill is pretty much already fallen. I actually really like what we are doing here. We are not cresting the ridge. Instead we are trying to be in this relatively cool down position, and the ISU 152's wreck might even give us a little bit of artillery cover. Lovely shot there into the Grilla, beautiful low roll there, 564 damage. That's actually slightly under the average 600 that this gun can dish out. The T10 did go up there and he gets nailed by all those enemies. Definitely was a bad decision from him, should have just stayed here with us. So, yep, the hill is lost, and now all these guys will come down trying to take us out. Now the artillery are already running away, as they should. As soon as the enemies spot them, they would be dead meat there. The STRV pulls back as well, however he only goes into the corner of the map, so he will still be able to give us covering fire. Hopefully he won't get nailed by the artillery as soon as he gets spotted, which is right about now actually. That was an important kill with the Grilla 15, and let's see what we are actually up against here. We have a Tiger 2 up front, and that guy is in a cooldown position, but with 249 average penetration we will be able to go through his front plate like butter. And if he's behind the wreck, we will still have the cupola sticking out. Now the STRV actually tells us to pull back, try to escape, but I don't think that's a good decision actually. The T-34 made its way all the way back there, which gives us a little bit of breathing space, enough to hopefully take out this Tiger 2 and anybody else who is still in this corner, if there is anyone. Pulling back with the speed of the Type 5 Heavy, with a power to weight ratio of 8 horsepower per ton and the top speed of 25, pretty much we would be just caught in the middle of this downhill slope here, out in the open, and they could just warm us if we did. Right now, however, we managed to take out the Tiger 2. Probably some of the tanks have decided now to go down and secure their flank. So this is actually the perfect opportunity to push forward, well, as fast as we can anyway, and try to take these guys out one by one. Tiger 2 there, cheeky, actually puts the shot into us, as we over-angled our sides there, and takes out our ammo rack, which we instantly repair, which we definitely should. We have a rate of fire of 3.6, which would be great to be maintained. Look at this, 0.38 meters dispersion. Doesn't matter. Leopard PTA receives a nice little bombshell right on top of it. 597 damage. Now that's what we like to see. Now going here after the bad chat is not something, and wow, look at that dodge. Completely unintentional, but still, it was a lovely move there. So we can't really go around the castle because we could be very easily shot by all those guys from down there. Leopard PTA could put rounds into us. The Batchet 25T as well, who is right now pretty much taking out the Tiger 2. That guy must have a feast as well, by the way, with this matchmaking. So instead, let's turn around and let's see if we can put a couple of lovely rounds into these guys. Now the STRV-103 is doing a great job here, protecting our flank. Basically, he's the one who makes sure that the Batchet 25T AP can't just come around, park next to our side, and basically pump a whole clip into us, which would be an absolute disaster. So tracks repaired, let's see if we can put one into the Panther. He's a bit too cheeky there. I don't know why he was so intent of making that tiny little shot there into the front of us. But he pays the ultimate price for it. So it's down to the top tiers, tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer and tier 10 Japanese heavy against a Batchet 25T, who is a great player by the way, already on 5 kills, 2 high tier artillery, and another autoloader, the Batchet 25T AP, and the Borsig somewhere who is probably around the cap right now. He might be actually the one capping at this stage. So the tier 9 Batchet trying to come around, he gets double tapped by both of us. Excellent result there, hopefully the STRV can finish him off. And that's when the Borsig shoots us from basically around the cap. And this is a huge mistake here from the Batchet 25T AP. Oh, probably he did see that the big Batchet has been coming up as well, who actually manages to penetrate the shot. However, these guys seriously mistimed their advance. We cut off the Batchet here, doesn't allow him to circle us. And that allows us to take out both of these highly dangerous autoloaders in a lovely engagement. That's pretty much a game-winning moment right there. So, with only one person capping its encounter, we have 3 minutes, which is plenty of time, even for us to get back to base, unless one of the artillery makes its move to the cap as well. It's quite interesting to think about where these guys can be. I mean, for one, the artillery could still be sitting around the spawn point at K0, but then again, it's quite possible as well that at least one of them could move down to K1, not knowing if we come down on the other side, and that would allow them also to get shots into the cap. Now STRV is light years faster than the Type 5 heavy here, so he will be way ahead there. Hopefully he won't get himself killed. Still over 1000 damage, so he can take a shell from the Borsig, but if any of those high tier artilleries get him, they can pretty much one-shot him at this stage. Alright, so it has been confirmed the Borsig sits in the cap. However, if the Borsig is spotted, I'm pretty sure that the STRV is spotted as well, so hopefully he will be careful with this one. He puts a shot into the Borsig, resetting the cap, but then the T-92 completely obliterates him. Oh boy. By the way, look at the chat. Misojop just saying GG after the Borsig was hit, and then as soon as STRV gets nailed, then okay, no GG then. Yeah, this one is still very much open. So facing the Borsig alone would be no problem. We actually can take pretty much guarantee the hit from him, even if he penetrates his shot. The problem is the 2 big artillery, which can kill us even with the splash, especially T-92. If he lands one close to us, we are pretty much dead meat. Decapitated Black Bulldog there. with the turret lying around. Somebody clean up this mess, jeez. Alright, so let's see what we can do. I like this move actually. By going around this way, we pretty much guarantee that the artillery can't hit ourselves. In this position, we should be able to get to the Borsig if he sticks his ass out on the other side. And both from K1 and K0 we should be protected. Where are you? Ah, there we go. Excellent shot there, with a little bit of fire. Finally a bit of luck as well. 7,200 damage already. Wow, this is just amazing. Now this is a little bit cheeky here. If somebody is on K1, I'm pretty sure that we are still spotted. So that could end up in disaster. Right now, however... Oh, and there we go. Wow, I didn't expect that one. GW Tiger aims there a little bit too long. He didn't take the shot, fortunately. So that means now it's down to us and the T-92. And wow, alright, well that was certainly an AP shell landing next to us. Alright, well, it's still probably most likely that the T-92 is sitting around K0 in the original position based on that shell. So we should be able to use this building as cover. I think misojop is not convinced there. He's probably thinking, okay, he still could be also down there at the end of those tracks. Staying out here in the open is not a bad idea. And we speed this up here and oh, there he is. So he made his way down here. He's actually a one-shot as well. He could still reset with a splash though. Question is, will he continue to fire AP? Or will it be HE? This is rather tense. Still 2 minutes to go. The artillery is definitely there. He doesn't want to go down without a fight. What can we do? Can't really go against it. It would be very, very risky. Although he wouldn't be able to run away, T-92 is a very, very slow beast. Can we make the cap? Now it's down below 1 minute. Come on. Oh ho ho! Wow. Alright, so he's definitely down there at the tracks. And we just bounced 1,800 damage. AP shell bounce from the T-92. And then a miss again from another AP shell. Wow. Now that was a close one. Now that's something you don't see every day. A metric ton of damage in a super heavy tank. Om nom nom nom. Also, just have a look at that damage log. We put around into 12 out of the 15 enemy tanks, certainly spreading the love around equally between the opponents this game. So, naturally this was an ace, together with a Red Revolter, Steel Wall, High Caliber Defender and of course a Top Gun, in addition to 7 smaller awards. Now looking at the team results, some carrying was indeed in order with only 4 players, including us being able to get more than 1,000 damage done, and this was a tier 10 match for God's sake. At the same time, the enemy Batchat had a really good game as well, so taking him out was pretty much the move that enabled us to win here. And last but not least, we fired 17 shots, hitting 16 of them and penetrating every single one of them for an almost perfect gunning score. Our armor did work as intended as well this time around, blocking 10 out of the 15 shots received, negating over 4,000 damage. Japanese heavies are fun, well, in the rare cases when they actually work as intended. Alright, this has been our epic run in the Type 5 Heavy. Special thanks to misojop for sending this one in, and congratulations to a fantastic result in this brute of a tank. I hope you guys had fun watching it as well, and if you did, thanks a lot for considering giving this a like or sharing it. Tomorrow we will continue our Japanese theme with a Japanese funny moment special, and on Thursday I will be back looking at some popular training room games. If you don't know these, you might actually be surprised just how fun these can be. Thank you very much for watching everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.